And then Electronic Arts happened.
Well, this is late. So, I originally wanted to do this video much earlier, before the Microsoft and Bethesda conferences and all that. But I still don't have a proper camera to record footage that I can upload on my new computer. So I'm stuck using the webcam on the old one. And starting up an old computer that you haven't used in a while that is not in good condition means that you have to update a bunch of things, and it takes a long fucking time. So it took a while, but it's finally here. Finally, I can do my thoughts on the EA press conference. And then I'll do a video right afterwards with Microsoft and Bethesda. I'll do those two in one video because Bethesda's conference was very short and there wasn't really that much to talk about. So yeah, we'll get to that. But first, EA. And EA started the conference off by doing the things that almost annoys everyone every year. Sports. Madden 18. They started with a little drum solo right before they began, and then they just kept going, and it's almost becoming a joke at this point that they keep saying, "Oh, we have totally changed the division. We've brought new and innovative gameplay, and it's the same damn game every year." I should know. I play wrestling games. Games that are the same every year, only with a roster update and sometimes weaker features depending on who's developing it. Then they went into some DLC for Battlefield 1. Okay, it's a first-person game, so I don't really care about it. More sports. FIFA 18. And they spent a really damn long time on this one. Bunch of trailers. They brought in two podcasters who put on a really cringe-worthy performance. We talked about story mode, more FIFA, and it lasted for a long fucking time. Ugh. Then they went to Need for Speed Payback, where they put a lot of emphasis on, we're gonna introduce characters. You're gonna really like the new characters introduced in a game that focuses specifically on cars. A franchise that, from what I've heard, apparently focused when it was great was when you focused on just having a ridiculously high speed in awesome cars. I don't play racing games all that much, or realistic racing games, in the sense that you use a real car and you ride around with regular driving rules, only that you can. I'm more of a Mario Kart / Crash Nitro Kart kind of guy, so when it comes to racing games, so yeah, not for me. Then they showed off A Way Out, which was a co-op Prison Break game. It looked okay, nothing special, probably not gonna play it. After all, it's EA, I don't trust EA. Then they showed a little bit of a teaser for a game called Anthem, which they even said this themselves, they showed off more of that in the Microsoft press conference, so I will look at that. So I will talk about Anthem when I get to that. More sports with NBA Live 18, which they had pop up every now and then. It even briefly popped up in the last game that they showed off. I want to spend the rest of the video on that particular game. The only other thing that they showed off, other than the big one that I'm going to be talking about, they showed the on the, I think that was on the post show, they showed off Galaxy of Heroes, their mobile game, showed off Grand Admiral Thrawn being in the game. Nothing more. Sorry, my screen was almost going into black. I need to fix that. Yeah. Doesn't mean much to me, really. So let's get over to the big one here. Battlefront 2 EA. And if you and I say Battlefront 2 EA because this right here, EA, you seeing this? Yeah, Battlefront 2. This is Battlefront 2. What you showed me was not Battlefront 2. What you showed me was a sequel to Battlefront EA. And I say Battlefront EA because if you look at the cover right here, you can see right there it says EA right under the Battlefront logo. So that's what I refer to it as. Because if I don't, people might mistake this for being the only game called Battlefront, when this game exists. See, that's really what's annoying me, is that they keep mentioning these new Battlefront games like the old one doesn't exist. And I think that pissed a lot of people off, because that's one thing they focused on a lot, was that really most people said that this game was pretty damn bad. It got some mixed reception, sure, and some people did like it. But this game got a lot of people pissed off because of the lack of content. A $50 DLC pack as well, and yeah, just a lack of everything. This game is bare bones. As a game itself, is really mediocre. As a Battlefront game, it's an insult. It's one of the most regretful purchases I've ever made. Although I'm not sure if I actually bought this. I think this was a Christmas gift. But either way, this game, it's the reason I'm not getting the new Battlefront game. Just need to put it away. EA, you burned me. You burned me. You promised a new Battlefront game, and all you gave me was a mediocre shooter with almost no content. And this new one, again, I said this about the about Battlefront EA as well. It looked fine. It looked just fine. But the thing is, I don't trust EA now. Well, I never trusted EA, but I had hopes that maybe EA wouldn't screw up Battlefront, and yet they did. I should have known better. And now I know better. I don't trust EA. I'm not going to buy this new one. Sure, they promised me a lot of stuff. Oh, we're actually including things from the prequels now. From the prequels now. Oh, we actually have a story mode this time. Oh, we actually have the class system this time. Although it's not the same as in Battlefront. Or, well, superior. And that's really the thing here. Every time I look at one of EA's at Battlefront 2 EA, I just see so much that I'm just thinking, but it's not Battlefront though. This is just a shooter that just doesn't live up to the greatness that is Battlefront 2, or even the original. The original has problems, and I don't think it's I still like the game, but I still like this game, but it's a game that, while I do recommend it over Battlefront EA, definitely, I don't really see a point in playing this game anymore, especially when you have this. Whether it's on the PlayStation 2, like my copy, or it's on Xbox, or it's on Steam. Buy this. That's what I would say to you. If you want to play Sorry, I thought that's not something. If you want to play Battlefront 2, here it is. This game is incredible. Sorry if I heard someone come down. Anyway, this game is brilliant. It is one of my favorite games of all time, and to see its legacy be ruined by this new one just really annoys me. You burned me once, EA. I'm not trusting you again. I'm not buying Battlefront 2 to EA. If I'm going to play Battlefront 2, it's going to be this one. Although my copy of Battlefront is actually kind of broken. I've actually ordered a new one off of eBay, so I get to play it again. So I have actually bought Battlefront 2, just not the one that people are talking about these days. But anyway, yeah. That's... I kind of lost my train of thought. But the point is, I have no interest in the new Battlefront, in Battlefront 2 EA. And I don't think you guys should bother with it either. Get this one. But that was pretty much all they had to show off. EA, you're terrible. You're always terrible. It was a boring conference. Nothing you showed really intrigued me. And yeah, you're as bad as you are every year. Rating from 1 to 10. As always, you get your 2. Your 2. So yeah, that's that. Now to move on to a more interesting conference, Microsoft and Bethesda.